International business is a multi-billion-dollar industry for the United States. In February alone, imports and exports totaled more than $35 million. To encourage more business across borders, representatives from 28 different countries visited La Crosse today. News 8's Brittany Schmidt joins us with more.
Lisa, for the third year in a row, international delegates have been invited to the U.S. to learn more about economic development and innovations. It's part of the America's Competitiveness Exchange, also known as ACE. This year, the tour stopped in La Crosse because organizers say it has a lot to show for its small size. The 6-day tour started in Minnesota and will eventually end up in Chicago, Illinois. But organizers say they couldn't travel through Wisconsin without stopping in La Crosse.
La Crosse represents, really, I think an excellent model for them to look at as they think about their dynamics back in their own countries.
La Crosse is not considered a big city, a population of about 50,000 people. But just because it's a small city doesn't mean it isn't doing big things.
I was impressed yesterday that we go to the chillers factory to see in a small place like this, a very big company, an international company that makes the biggest chillers in the world. So I think that is something we can learn from Mexico.
Along with innovation and economic growth, the international delegates are also learning about prosperity.
It's important that you have an environment and a space that you can not only work in, but that you can live in and play in and raise children in.
With La Crosse's unique location between the Mississippi River and the Bluffs, city officials have been able to make La Crosse a destination for families.
In the United States, parks play a particularly interesting role in economic development and attracting people to a community.
For example, the remodel and restoration of Grandad Bluff.
Previous to this renovation project, we would harvest these machines and we'd get around $1,200 a year in quarters. We currently get about $2,400 a month in quarters, so very significant amount of people are up here now.
Although Grandad Bluff is the delegate's last stop in La Crosse before moving on, Ivan says the information and relationships he has built in La Crosse will head back home with him to Mexico.
All the trip is about exchange of experiences. So we believe that when we start to exchange what we do, we can grow.
By the end of the tour, the 28 international delegates will have talked to and built relationships with 40 different businesses throughout Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Illinois.
Thank you, Brittany. The trip is funded by multiple different government agencies hoping to expand international business across the Americas.